Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Oh, one moment. And enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's 70 minutes worth of the gaming drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Beyond the Harbor. So y'all, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Snap my gaze back to my friend and shout to him. Yeah, sorry. I jogged to catch up to him. Are we going to the... Yes. He continues his pace as if he were on a mission, and my short legs do their best to keep up. His message flashes back in my mind. Need to talk, on my way to pick you up. It seems simple, but the way my heart soared when I read it would surely stick with me forever. I read over those 8 words at least 200 times before he actually showed up. The endless possibilities of what awaited me droned around my skull like an angry wasp, filling me with an overwhelming sense of excitement and dread. Me? Don wants to talk to me? Alone? It was like something out of a cheesy made-for-TV movie. It all hits me again and I clam up. My legs stop working and my heart explodes. The shrapnel pierces my lungs, cutting off my ability to breathe. Without breath, my brain goes fuzzy and the image of Dawn ahead of me starts to distort. Did you forget, Olly? Oh. Eh? Her lips curve into a soft smile. You remember what I said about apathy, right? I tilt my head, not sure what she's talking about. Oh? She pulls the car into park on the street before making eye contact with me, raising a devious finger. It's in my valedictorian speech, yes? Did you sleep through it? I shrugged my shoulders. I couldn't even tell what year she was talking about. Well, I'll repeat it for your sake. She clears her throat before continuing. After you're born, you learn to care. But once you stop caring, that's the end of your life. She pauses. I can't remember where it came from, but it stuck with me when I read it. Yeah, I've heard that too. Apathy is death. Apathy is death. I think that's from a game. Her eyes shine brightly in the dim light, flittering in through her window. Olly. I tense up as her soft expression searches for my guilty face. I'm sorry, I know I've been kind of distant for a while. She shakes her head. But that's no excuse. I should have at least called. My heartbeat intensifies, thundering like a war drum. My stomach churns and turns. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but it bears repeating. She inhales deeply before exhaling a long, proud breath. I don't blame you for any of the things Don did. You didn't know what he was up to, and I was stupid to think otherwise at the time. The vicious rumbling crawls its way up my spine, causing every nerve to squirm in discomfort. He hurt everybody. She looks away from me. You may have been hurt the worst, and I accept some blame for that. So if this dredges up any nastiness, I'm sorry. My mind is blank, and while words catch in my throat, I don't respond. We sit there in silence for a good while, neither daring to broach the topic again. I close my eyes, but all that exists in my head is dark, foggy memories of events I'm not even sure happened. Ah, hey, Olly. I slowly turn my head towards her and make eye contact. There you go. Go on ahead to the bus stop. I've got to take this call. She gives me a weak smile. I'll catch up soon, I promise. I close my eyes, not saying a word as I undo my seatbelt and quietly exit the vehicle. As soon as I shut the door behind me, I can see her swipe hastily on her phone and put it up to her ear. She looks back at me, before giving me a final tired smile and turning her full attention to the caller. I close my eyes, shaking my head. I wasn't dumb. My flip-flops clap against the soles of my feet as I walk down the sidewalk. The claps of sole and shoe blend into the sounds of the street, though it's a pretty quiet day by city standards. People of all types pass me, the occasional sorry as someone gets too close going the opposite way. They hide their faces from me, the people of this town. They always have. They all blend together. The best I could tell was a vague appearance and a job title. It could be said for the ones who had faces anyway. The rest had long since blended into a vague memory of a person that once existed. I try not to look, keeping my head low and my eyes on the ground. The beating of my heart pulses through my big ears, each contraction of the muscle echoing inside my skull. Tired. Why am I already so tired? A trip to the... Yep, I hear it. The trip to the bus terminal was mercifully short, but I still feel the overwhelming urge to sit myself down. I've never really had the energy to do anything too strenuous, but these last few years I've felt even basic activities become more difficult. My knees are wobbly, my vision is blurred, and my lungs are working overtime breathing in the salty sea air. After what, even an 11-minute walk? I practically collapse into a nearby bench, my bones audibly creaking as I do. God, I'm pathetic. I just need A few minutes of shut-eye. I lean forward, resting my head in a cradle of fingers. Just a minute. Oh shit, did he die on the damn bench? His breath echoes through the silent darkness. I'm just... A faint blue light catches my eyes as the moon reveals herself to me. Ah, the horizon. I didn't get to say goodnight to you, did I? Huh. Gasping for air, my eyes shoot open and I'm blinded by moonlight. The fuck? Oh, the fuck? Sam yelps out behind me. Whoa, fuck, I nearly dropped my phone in the water. I shake my head, trying to make any sense of what was happening. The cat gets up from the seated position, walking over to me. Bug? You swallowed a bug? Is that what you're over here causing a scene? I was standing at the edge of the dock on unsteady legs, looking out towards the horizon. Completely unmoved, I stood where I was before. My mind races a mile a minute, senses returning to me all at once. I shout out the one word that repeatedly jumps to the top of my mind. Oliver! I cry out his name, hoping, praying for anything. What? No, that's not one of the approved pet names. Just Sam is fine, but if you're feeling spicy... I'm willing to workshop a new one with you. Ah! The sudden pressure assaulting my insides, I lurch over and spew my dinner into the ocean. Well, it can wait. That was awkward. Ugh, my God! I stumble to the darkness after Sam opens the door for me. The hotel room was pitch black, but I remember the layout well enough to find my way to the futon by the bed. Hey, no complaining. I recall as the lights flip on. I warned you that you ate way too much food. He steps over to me, leaning against the far wall of the room. And if you're gonna puke again, try to hit the toilet. And you may want to take that shirt off. Still feeling woozy, I place a hand on my chest. I need a shower. I hope you brought some extra clothes. I doubt my stuff would fit you. In fact, I think I only have one pair of pants. After sloppily unbuttoning my shirt and sliding out of it, I flop onto my back. I shield my eyes with my inner elbow as the futon creaks under my weight. I might have an extra shirt in my car, maybe. I hear his foot tap. Each tap of shoe against tile rattling around in my skull. Hey, are you even listening to me right now? I shake my head, still holding my arm to my eyes. Aw, come on, I know you're paying attention. Unfortunately. My eyes bulge against the lids as he snaps his fingers. I can feel his disgustingly toothy smile beaming on me. I suppose I could let you pass out right now, but I'll be pointing the fan right at you. I don't think I can sleep with that smell assaulting me all night. I don't even respond to him at this point. Rest. I want to rest, but the memories of Oliver remain fresh on my brain. Memories. Is that what those were? It's as if the long, gangly arms were still wrapped around me, inserting shadowy fingers into my eye sockets. My first instinct was to be skeptical of the nightmare. Deep inside, I knew it was real. I could see through his eyes. I could feel the hopelessness woven into every fiber of his being. Ugh. The moonlight pouring in through the window above sends a chill up my spine as my heart beats in my ears. Wayward thoughts float behind my eyelids, with one in particular staring back at me clear as day. What were you, Oliver? Rather, what are you? End of chapter 2. Okay. Alright, that's the end of chapter 2. I think there's 5 chapters so far. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Chapter select. Alright, we're going into Redux. Breakfast is merciful enough to stay down in my stomach where it belongs. Consecutive waves of nausea that assaulted me showed some mercy this time, I suppose. I had woken up a disgusting mess of a man, but nothing a nice hot shower and a little TLC for my teeth couldn't fix. There you go. If I can make a comment, this is going by too quickly. I'm really enjoying this. I want it to last longer. And hey, Sam's relentless flirting started up again after I was all cleaned up. That has to be worth something, right? Right? Despite my best efforts to pretend I was having a normal day, the nagging memories of the previous night stayed fresh in my mind. Yo, you're staring off into space again. I blink. Huh? Again? His tail flicks behind him as he smirks at me. Yes, if I didn't know any better, I'd assume you were just doing it to mess with me. But maybe you are sick. He squints, smile growing wider on his smug little face. Has the virus spread to your brain? How long do you think you have to live? I frown at him. Hopefully long enough to put you in your place. He chuckles at my comment, but his expression only becomes more determined as he does. Hey, if you think you can handle me, that's already a step above where you were yesterday. Looks like it came at the cost of your attention span, though. I'm convinced your brain has just been leaking out of your ears since you went catatonic on the dock last night. I shake my head. Oh, that's me. I'm just having a hard time focusing through the nausea. It takes a lot of willpower to not throw up, you know. A bold lie, but I'm not fully convinced the truth is more believable. I want to talk to someone about what happened, but this isn't the guy. My gut tells me as much. There you go, doing it again. Ah, fuck off, I'm thinking about stuff. He points to himself. Hi, I'm Stuff. I smile. Hi, Stuff. Did you get our plans for the day together? He smiles back at me, nodding his head. Well, yes, I did. While you were busy washing the vomit out of your fur, I was, as promised, arranging some contacts to help out with your investigation. I tilt my head. How many of them are attached to your nether regions? None, but hey, if you want me to dump these plans so we can talk about my cock, I'm absolutely down. I shake my head, folding my arms as I do so. The original plans are fine, thanks. Your loss. He smiles. So, my first attempt was to call Veronica Henderson, the woman who he was closest to throughout his life, as far as anyone could tell. Veronica? Pretty much everyone calls her V. That's with 2 E's. The neurons in my brain fire, connecting the information. Right, her. The buff girl that woke Oliver up. If those two were friends, they were definitely going through a rough patch. Well, I tried to give her a call, but no dice. She didn't pick up, and I left a voicemail. We'll see if she calls me back, but I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. He raises a finger to his chin. Say, how long can you hold your breath anyways? I frown and roll my eyes in response, and he chuckles before continuing. Next on my list, the other person close to Olly, Donovan Keegan. I blink. Don. He nods. Yep. The shady kid that took off before Oliver did. Second, y'all. Water time. Okay. I recline back on my couch and close my eyes. This guy is number 2 on my list of people to talk to, only behind Oliver himself. I dig my fingers into my cheeks, recalling the nightmares within nightmares I'd experienced the night before. Don's name and face were associated with the deepest, darkest part of Olly's vision. I know I can't put too much faith in that vision or whatever it was, but deep down in my gut, I could feel how real it all was. You have some thoughts? I nod my head. I'd like to talk to this guy, yeah. I open my eyes and recoil when I see the cat. It's not close enough to be face to face. Gah! He responds as I lean back as far as I can go, a toothy grin spreading across his face. Well, you're shit out of luck. I was pretty sure the only person that had any way of contacting him was V. He tilts his head to the side a bit. So, we'd have to wait to see if she gets back to me. Before I get a chance to groan at this news, however, the cat interrupts me. But I remembered someone else who was involved, even if to a lesser extent. I raise an eyebrow. Was someone else involved with him before he went missing? Yep, another boy, always just out of sight. I squint. What is that supposed to mean? Well, the cat considers his words before speaking again. The sort of guy I'd noticed following just far enough behind Oliver that nobody without a keen sense of things would notice him. An almost uncomfortable amount of times, I should add. I lean forward and think. A stalker? Unless Sam was drawing parallels that didn't exist. Still, even if it's just a tangential relation, he's still a potential lead. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thanks for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Almer. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!